What's up, Rick? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing today?
I'm good. This is the first time I saw the meeting announced and I said, I'll check it out.
Awesome. I want to be on your yacht there.
Yeah, me too.
That's pretty cool how you did that. Awesome. So what type of business are you in? What, or real estate, or what are you doing?
So I'm in El Dorado Hills, California, just out of Sacramento. I'm a mortgage broker and a real estate agent. And then I'm getting into a lot of other things. I'm a private money pro. I'm looking at doing some wholesaling, some fix and flips, and just, a bunch of different non-traditional type stuff. So
Yeah,
just, trying to network with some other folks and kind of learn my way through.
nice. Okay. And where do you want to flip at? What areas? States?
Only in my local area, El Dorado Hills, Sacramento.
Okay.
Just, where I can drive there in 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I got you. I got a lot of people in California that buy this area,
Where are you at?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
your prices are a little bit different than ours.
Yeah, you could buy a house. I sold a house today. Um, it was a fire sale. Another wholesaler had it locked up. It's a brick house, clean. Oh, not beautiful, but not horrible. Someone was living in it. Long story short, on Friday, it was set to close and the people didn't show up.
Oh, no.
He was a brand new wholesaler, really didn't know what he was doing. And so he reached out to me and says, do you want to buy it, for 20 grand? And I'm like, yes, I didn't have to. And he sent me a picture of it. He's from Texas trying to wholesale in Michigan. Long story short, he sent me the wrong picture. It was the house next door. So
Oh, no.
I looked at it and I'm like, definitely, I want to buy it. So I went out there to look at the house and it was the wrong house. So I confirmed it with the title company and they said, no, it's the wrong house. So anyway, he gave me a story about the tenant, just knock on the door, she'll let you in. He didn't have her phone number because she didn't have a phone. So anyway, I knocked on the door. I got in the house, walked through it. Of course, she had a phone in her hand. She's looking at it every 2 seconds. So I got her phone number. I'm looking at it. It wasn't bad. The landlord was a horrible landlord. That she didn't pay in June or July, and the rent's really low. It's like $650. I could Section 8 this for $1,100 a month all day long. So long story short, this was yesterday. And so I got a buyer. I sent it to like 5 people I know. Everyone did. A lot of people wanted it, but they didn't want to do it so fast. We had to close it today. And so long story short, they backed out because there's a tenant that's not paying, all this other stuff, right? But I did call someone this morning, told them the deal, and they have a buyer out of Colombia, overseas, and that the agent I know really well is working with the buyer out of Colombia, and they bought it today. They wired the money, they closed it. I sold it to them for 25,000. So I made a quick $5,000, and the other person had it under contract for 15,000, and so they made 5 grand. So it was a pretty good deal
Wow.
for us.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be our earnest money in California.
Right. The 25 grand is like fixing a garage door and a window in the garage, right?
Yeah, I'm working on one right now that's a foreclosure happening tomorrow. And they owe 720 on it.
Yeah.
Haven't made a payment in 3 years.
Wow. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the problem over there, huh?
Where in California?
It's in El Dorado Hills. This one is actually in Placerville. It's 5.75 acres,
Wow.
2,100 square foot home. Beautiful. But initially they bought it, they moved in, and 6 months later, the wife got sick and called the bank, and they got some forbearance program going. Then COVID hit, and then they milked that and haven't made a payment now in 2.5, almost 3 years. They're
Wow.
past due just in their monthly payments to get it current, 300,000.
Nice.
Wow.
So what's the laws like at foreclosure? Is there a redemption period or?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the judge slaps the hammer and you're done. You're out.
Yeah, here in Michigan, I'm going to the auction tomorrow. I go every Thursday and it's a 6-month redemption.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So if it goes like a house goes to sale, there's a house that went to sale for 95 grand in Detroit that's worth fixed up 500,000. It's like in a really
Wow.
historical area, right? It really went to sale for 75 and it got bidded up to 95,000. Okay. So there's 25 grand that really goes back to the seller or the owner because she only owed 75,000. So I didn't buy it at the auction. I went to the owner, knocked on the door, and because she has a 6-month redemption, and I'm gonna help her move. I'm gonna help her get that $25,000, and she deeded me the house for $1. So now
Wow.
I own it for $1, and I got to redeem it in 6 months.
Interesting. Yeah, different ballgame.
Yeah, and I got it sold for 160,000 already. So,
Wow.
so there, it's a different game over here. Yeah.
Shit, I gotta get with him.
It's not as easy as I just made it sound. Trust me.
No, there's a lot more to it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone. We got a few more people coming in. If everyone could go into the chat for me, type in your name, market, and your cell phone. Okay. And I will send you guys, I'll text you something if you want a purchase agreement, an assignment agreement, and some other goodies that I could get for you. Okay. So I'm gonna type in my name, my cell phone. I'm gonna put in my email address. Anyone could reach out to me. Text is usually best, or email. And then let me know where you're from. Okay, I'm from Detroit, Michigan area. Awesome. Awesome. And yeah, let me know. So it says cheat. Let's see. Let's go back up here. Let me go.
Yeah, my name is Sergio Hernandez.
Oh, okay. Hey, Sergio. Where are you from?
Roseville, California.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. If you want to put your number in there, it's up to you. I'd
Yeah,
appreciate
sure.
that. And then is it Uma? If you can hear me.
Hey, I can hear you.
Where are you from?
Texas?
Oh, nice. Where at? What part of Texas?
Dallas.
Nice. I got some buddies in Dallas.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a deal right now in Mesquite. You know where Mesquite, Texas is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm working on a wholesale deal there, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm also looking for that wholesale thing. I'm pretty much new, be 2 years.
Awesome. If you could put in the chat your cell number, please, and Dallas, Texas. So, because I saved this chat here, and I can connect
Sure.
with you too.
Yep.
And we got Valetta. Sorry if I butchered that.
Yep, I'm
Melita?
Valita, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. You met me about 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what else did you need to know?
Yeah, just put in the chat, like Detroit, Michigan, and your cell phone for me, please. Awesome,
Okay, thank you.
awesome, awesome. And then we got, let's see, Yan.
Yes. Hi, Todd.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm from Hamden, Connecticut.
Nice. I got a buddy, David, I should know his last name. He's a big wholesaler out there, and he does a lot of things. I'll get you his name. Man, what's
Okay.
his name?
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. If you could put Connecticut on there and your cell, that would be great.
Okay.
And we got, let's see. I got my information. We got Eloise, how are you?
I'm good. I'm new. I'm just wanting to get some more information.
Awesome, awesome. Where are you out of?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, nice, nice. You wanna? What do you want? You wanna learn how to do wholesaling? You wanna? What do you?
Yes, I want to learn more about wholesaling, but I've been told that California passed a law last December that makes it more difficult. Do you know about that, Rick? No?
No, I don't think so.
It was
the law
something,
that-
I was told it was about if you assign a property to a end buyer, that the seller has to see what the assignment offer is, and they can cut the offer and go with the end buyer and get more money. No?
I've never heard of that. Yeah, it could be true, but I'm a real estate agent, a mortgage broker, and I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could get around it by doing a double close if you had to, but
Yeah.
I've never had that problem.
What do you mean a double close?
Yeah, double close is you can get transactional funding for that deal for one day, for like less than a day. So you would close it, you own it, and then 10 minutes later, you'll close it with your buyer, your end buyer. So it's a double closing. You know, there's 2 title fees and things like that. But if you're making a big assignment fee, and then your buyer won't even know what you got it under contract, for. So they don't ever see how much money you're making. It shouldn't matter to buyers, but sometimes it does.
There's a percentage, kind of a standard percentage that you have to put down for earnest money, is there? Is it a percentage?
No, I mean, I never put earnest money deposit down ever when I wholesale a deal. And the reason why is in wholesaling is you're finding a discounted property,
Right.
but really what we're problem solvers. There's a reason why they need to sell it, right?
Right.
It's not that they want to sell it to you cheap. There's a reason why, because what's the reason? Someone might have lost a job. They might have a tenant that hasn't paid for 3 years that owes 300 grand.
Right.
There's someone might have passed away, a house needs repairs, all kinds of things like that. And we're solving that problem. So they don't even, on my purchase agreement, and if you guys send me, I'll send you what my purchase agreement looks like. And it doesn't even have a spot for earnest money deposit. Okay. And so yeah, 9 times out of 10, only when you're dealing with someone that has an agent involved, they ask for earnest money deposit.
Rick, is that true in California also?
Yes, a lot of the guys will give $10 or $50, but never more than 100.
Yeah, some states or some people teach that you need an earnest money deposit to, if you're on the phone, Mark, I know you know the terminology of it.
I'm here.
So,
So, so you don't have to, you're, you honestly don't have to have a deposit to make it do it. The consideration is what you're paying for the house. So people think they have to have a deposit. And I'm only speaking for Michigan because I'm familiar with the laws here. So, so your actual offer, the price is the consideration.
Yeah, that's what it is. I knew you would know the terminology. So yeah, I'd close lots and lots of deals, never put earnest money deposit. Now, if I got a sweet, sweet, sweet deal that I know I'm gonna sell and make a lot of money, I'll put an earnest money deposit down if they want me to, because it's a no-brainer, just to make them happy, so definitely. All right, let's see. Brandy, how are you?
Hello, good evening, good afternoon. I'm well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. What market are you in?
So I am in Metro Detroit. I am a newbie as well. I do have one investment property that I purchased the end of last year. And the goal was to get my second one, with it being a multifamily this year. But at this point, I'm really just trying to continue to learn as much as I can and learn all the different areas and aspects of real estate. So thank you
Awesome.
for having me.
Awesome. Great. Are you a real estate agent yet?
I am not, and I don't have any plans to be.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a real estate agent. It really helps me to get to the deal fast. I could just go on the MLS, see what it's worth, check the public records, get their phone number from the MLS. There's a lot of things I could do by the time someone out, that's really, really accurate. And I could if someone doesn't want to sell, like I just had one, I do a radio commercial about wholesaling, that I buy junk houses and things like that. And I had a call yesterday, the guy, for me to buy it, I had to pay 125. It's in St. Clair Shores. It's worth 165. So I'm going to end up listing it for him.
Mhm.
And so I do both. I do a little bit of both. So it's in that way, you don't need an agent to get you in a house, and, agents are slow.
Yeah, I have had someone mention that to me before, as far as looking to being a realtor. I guess I just haven't quite reached that level yet of where that would make sense for me.
Sure.
So I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I'm just not quite there yet.
I got you. Yeah, maybe down the road. Yep, absolutely. All right, Alan, how you doing? I think that's the last one.
Hi, how you doing? I'm doing good.
Awesome.
I'm starting to wholesale a little bit. I almost got something under contract. I just need a little bit more help.
Okay, awesome. What market are you in?
Metro Detroit. Oh no, just Detroit area right now.
Okay. My office is in Detroit. I'm like a mile down from the Fisher Theater on East Grand Boulevard. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay, I know that side.
You're more than welcome to stop in anytime. Make sure you have your cell phone in the chat, please.
Okay.
And then Davis, I don't know if I don't think I said Davis. This is the last one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you didn't mention me, but my name is Davis Gumbo. I'm in the Wheeling, Illinois area, and I'm just brand new in the real estate investing and wholesaling. So I'm just trying to get all the information I can.
Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Alan, did I talk to you earlier today? This is Mark. Where you had a couple of houses tied up or under wholesale?
Yep, I talked to you earlier.
Okay. So Alan would be a great person for you to do some coaching with on this call, if you can.
Yep.
He's brand new and he's got some houses tied up, or he's got houses he hadn't made offers on yet, I think. So he'd be a good example to talk with.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you, where are you struggling right now, Alan? Trying to figure out the price, where you at?
Well, right now I'm just trying to, figure out how much to offer, because Some of the sellers have told me how much they've been offered, and they say it's close to the list, because I've been trying to do virtual wholesaling.
Mm-hmm.
So they said it was close to the listing price, but I was confused because if they're getting the listing price, why would they still have it up, you know?
Okay. Do you want to, you know, if you want to share the address, I could share my screen and tell you, show you how I would comp it out?
Okay. Let
Okay.
me address. Okay, are you ready?
In 1 second, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
You can? Okay, great. Yeah, all right. So what's the address?
19547 Red Fern Street.
Okay, 48219, Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
I know the area well. All right, so Redfern. All right, so I go to public records first. And it looks like Redfern LLC owns it, bought it in 2012 from the county for $500, okay? No big deal. So they own it. It's 1,200 square foot with a basement, brick. I'm gonna see if there's any old pictures. Nope. So now what I'm gonna do, we go back. What is he asking for the property?
60,000.
Okay, 19547. So what I'm gonna do is go to 19547 Redfern, Detroit. Oops. Let me try to mute him. All right.
Yeah, now she gotta wash you with a portable.
All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, so I spelled it wrong, that's why. So let's look and see what this house. All right, Brick Ranch. Does that look, are the pictures pretty accurate that's online?
Yep, that's what it is. That's it.
Okay. So it's it needs a rehab, definitely. Kind of rough inside. It looks like it was for sale by owner, so you got it for the 60. If he's I wonder why he's not taking those offers. Maybe he's not getting, maybe that's really not the price. He's, why he's not taking the offer if he's getting them close to that. But I want to see can you turn on that light, bro? Noah, can you turn on that light for me? Hang on 1 second, guys. Noah, can you turn on that light, please? Yeah, please. Thanks. I can't see. Can't see my keyboard. Thank you. All right. So I want to look, what I'm doing now is looking at the street scene. Usually it's so this is a nice little brick. Oh, this is a nice brick area, okay? So now I'm gonna go to the MLS. I'm almost done here. I'm gonna check out the area, see what the ARV is. I think it's gonna be off the top of my head, between 100 and 125 fixed up. All right, here we go. So I'm going to check coming soon, active, contingent, accepting backup offers, pending, sold in the last 180 days. All right, I'm going to do a 1/4 mile radius. All right, map. All right, this is what we got going on here. So this one's 120. It looks like a brick ranch. 1,200, ours was 1,200 square feet. This is 1,220. See if there's any more pictures real fast. There's only one picture. Brick ranch, 3 bedrooms, wood floors, swimming pool, 2-car attached garage, so it was a little nicer. I mean, features wise. All right, so we got 120, 160. Brick Ranch, a little bigger. 59, 82, 25, 49. So this is sold. It was a frame. This one is active frame. It's right when you get on this side, it starts changing the neighborhood. 99 doesn't have a picture. 49. So really we got one good, I think we have one good comp. 120, 94. Yeah, so we're like 100 120 ARV. So that house, Alan, my opinion, a 1,200 square foot ranch is going to need $40,000 to $50,000 in repairs. So at 60 and 40 is 100, and there's really, you know, it's 120 maybe, you know, property. So I think you're right by not, you know, the 60 is too much on something like that for a price. So if I'm taking, if you follow the formula, 120 times 70% is 84 minus 40,000. You're at 40, and then $44,000. And then, you know, you got to make your fee. If, you know, on your first deal, you make $5,000. You can always shoot for 10 grand. I would be offering a guy like this like $40,000 because it needs a lot of work.
Okay. And what do you think that I could try to sell it for if I got under contract?
I would list it at 49.9.
Okay.
Is what I'd be listing that thing at. You'd probably sell it between 45 and 50,000. You know?
Okay.
And you might have a buyer that will buy that as a rental property, because over in that area, you're going to get 1,200 a month, 1,300 a month. It's going to be a pretty good return for somebody. And or you might get fix it. Someone might want to fix it and sell it. You know, there's just not a lot of comps in that area. You know, but 120, 94, somewhere in that area. Sometimes you can push the comps if you do a really good job on it. Yeah, so I mean, I think he's overshooting. He's at 60 grand. I know it's for sale by owner. I don't see anyone paying 60,000, especially if you're an investor and you're gonna fix and flip it. There's no money to be made, you know, at the end of the day. You know, if I think it needs 40, one guy might put, their number might be 50 or 60. Someone might do it themselves and put 35 into it, you know, stuff like that. But all right, and I'm more than happy to go over other deals with you off, you know, tonight or tomorrow, and kind of help you. I can even talk to the seller with you, however way you would like to do it, you know. So anyone have any specific questions about wholesaling or anything that they're working on?
I have one more question.
Yes, sir.
Where can I get the contracts?
Like the purchase agreements?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, did you put your cell phone in the chat?
Did you?
Make
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
and I'll get you a contract. And anyone that, you know, if you're out of state and you're looking at my contracts, you can always have your title company, or, you know, look at the contract, see if they would accept it. Or you can even ask your title company if they're, because you're always looking for wholesale friendly title companies. That's the only people you want to deal with. So if they're not wholesale friendly, just ask other people in your area that might be into wholesaling, or go on Facebook and Google your area, and I'm sure you'll find a Facebook group, and you could ask around who the wholesale friendly title companies are, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of responses. And you can always go to the title company. They'll send you a purchase agreement that they approve, because they have attorneys that work for them, or they might have one from another wholesaler that they like, all that good stuff. So,
I have a question.
yes.
So I understand the process for the most part of wholesaling, and I understand the amount of work that goes into it from a wholesaler perspective. The missing piece for me is I guess accountability, I guess I want to say. When you're working with an agent, from a buyer's perspective, you have the confidence behind the brokerage or the agent, knowing that they're responsible. If anything, they're responsible for from the legal perspective and contracts and all of that, and they know what they're doing. From me as an investor, if I work with the wholesaler, where is my confidence in knowing that this person is going to do what they said they would do, I guess?
Yeah, well, a wholesaler, number one objective is to sell the deal. Like, let's say you're working with me and we agree upon a price. I'm going to send you an assignment agreement that says that I'm going to assign this property to you for whatever price we agreed upon, let's say $50,000. And I'm also going to send you my purchase agreement that I'm assigning to you. And that purchase agreement states, everything that, that you're going to pay. Usually when you're buying it from a wholesaler, you're going to buy it cheaper than if you were going to buy it on market from a homeowner. But it's going to state that, all the stuff I'm going to tell you, you're going to pay the closing costs, that you're going to pay closing costs. You're going to buy it for $50,000. If it's vacant, it'll be vacant at closing. It's really a simple process. An agent, they just work on your behalf or negotiate on your behalf. There's really nothing. I could see where you're talking, what you're saying, but once we have it and we deal with a title company to close it, okay, they're going to make sure you get title insurance. My contract says you're going to get title insurance. They're going to make sure the seller pays all the taxes, liens, water, blight tickets, things like that. So an agent agents there to collect 3% and answer any questions that you might have. If you don't have any questions, they're not going to be doing too much for you, except for sending you the assignment agreement to sign or the purchase agreement to sign and things like that.
But there's not like a license or certificate or training or anything that necessarily needs to happen from a wholesaler perspective, right?
There's not. Eventually there might be. In some states there is. Right now you got to be a real estate agent. And some, eventually they might get to that. I am a licensed real estate agent. I disclose I'm a licensed real estate agent. Even when I do a wholesale deal, it'll say in there on the purchase agreement that I'm a licensed real estate agent.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's different. I mean, even from with my own home, I get emails, calls, text messages all the time. I just got one this morning actually from somebody wanting to buy my house. And I'm thinking like, who are you and how can I even trust you to even have a conversation? Not that I'm looking to sell, but I don't know. That's just that has always been the piece for me, is like, how do I know who to trust from a homeowner, from a investor, and things
Sure.
like that.
I gotcha. Well, if you were a seller that had so I consider wholesalers problem solvers. So if you had a problem or a problem property or a situation and you needed help, that's when I got to build that trust with you. I got to, I got after you talk to me, you'll know I have experience. I'll answer the right questions. I'll make sure you understand exactly what we're doing. A lot of sellers don't want to list their house with an agent. They just want a quick sale. And, so I always say, if, the speed and convenience working with a wholesaler, we get a discount for the property. And sometimes as a wholesaler, we might just buy it and close on it. And then I've done that many a times. And then I'll go ahead and clean it up and sell it at a higher price. And the sellers just want to get rid of it, so, but since you're local, Brandy, if you ever come across any deals and you feel you're working with a wholesaler, I'll be more than happy to step in and, make sure everything's right and things like that, or answer any questions you may have, for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, 100%. But tomorrow night, I am having, I'll put it in there. If Mark's still on, maybe Mark could put it in the notes. We're having the last 4-part series about wholesale. I did a 4-part series on wholesaling. They lasted about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. And tomorrow is the last one. And I'll make sure we put it in the show notes here.
I'll put the link down for
You'll put the
everybody.
link in there? Okay. And what time it is, please. And you can always go to our YouTube page, Mark Maupin, National Real Estate Network YouTube page to see part 1, 2, and 3. Or you could go to my YouTube page, which is my first, middle, and last name, Todd Vernon Chun. And I'll put that in the notes also. And feel free, make sure you guys, I see most of you put your cell phone numbers in there and the market you're in, your full name. I'll save this chat and I'll send you guys a link with some purchase agreements and things like that. And then feel free to reach out to me with any other questions. I know this is a quick just introduction, but there's a lot of, anything you need specific help on, feel free to call or text me. And but the next, and I'll make sure I put my YouTube information in there.